11, it's so good to have you here. Thank you for showing up and watching today. I appreciate you. I hope this reading reveals some truth for you. If you're in a karmic connection right now, don't worry, things happen. You know, it's part of your path. It's not the end of the world. And there is somebody out there for you that's going to be feeling fulfilling. That's going to feel different. That's going to feel good. Okay. This one is a lesson teacher. Okay. And if you're not in a karmic connection, then it means you're watching it from the outside. You have a whole different perspective. You're watching your family member go through this, or maybe your loved one, like your lover. You're watching them go through this karmic connection. Or maybe this is just a lesson about your past. Maybe you've been here, done that, you know? Either way, I think there's going to be something revealing coming through in the karmic reading. All right. I got a sudden scent of lemon. All of a sudden, like a lemon candle or something, like a lemony spray. So something good is going to happen. There's going to be cleansing energy. And there's also going to be refreshing energy. So I like the sign of the lemon. Okay. And sometimes we got to turn lemons into lemonade or lemon custard, which is really delicious. Okay. But either way, we got to turn it around, you know? Which reminds me, have you guys ever had a lemon pie with that creamy, sweet condensed milk? There's a recipe out there. It's probably really fattening, but who cares? But it's you squish a bunch of lemon juice mixed in with the condensed milk, the sweetened condensed, and you refrigerate it. So you can put chunks of lemon in there. You can also squeeze it in there, but then you put it on top of a pie crust, and then you freeze it. It's kind of like a key lime pie, but it's a lemon version. It's really good. I don't know. I just thought I'd bring that up to you guys today because that sounds delish. Pandora, hi, honey. I'm not impressed with life at the moment. Aww. Well, Pandora, I hope something good comes through for you today. Thank you for being here, and it can only get better if it's down. Okay. Spirit, what's happening in Karmicville? Please show me what's happening with the karmic. Whoever this karmic is, what's happening with the karmic? Bottom of the deck, we have the Chariot. Now, this is a major deal. It's a big deal. It's major arcana. And it really talks about being able to move. Okay, getting from a stuck place, really pushing yourself in another direction. So there's some big changes, huge changes. And this is usually two people going forward, but kind of wanting to go in a different direction independently. Okay. So you guys are kind of going in the same direction, but you want to do it in a different way. You have a different vision of how you're going to get there. How ironic. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you so much. Because we're doing a karmic reading, and what represents the karmic better than the card says? Karmic. You are being your true self. You are seated in Karmicville because you are meant to be the karmic in someone's story. You cannot be the divine. You cannot be their divine feminine. You cannot be their divine masculine. You cannot be the divine soulmate. And you cannot be the twin flame. It just means you are who you are in this story. And you can't change that. It can't be changed by fixing different karmas, by doing different sadhanas, by doing some spiritual act, by doing spells or magic, by trying to transform yourself in some way. It's like you are who you are in this story. Okay. And I'm seeing the person that you're dealing with has a lot of bottled up emotions. You can't squeeze any more lemon juice from this lemon, okay? You've gotten the truth as much as you're going to get out. And it's like you want to squeeze and squeeze and squeeze and get more truth out of this person. You want them to say something, to confess, to express, to be real, to open up, to change. You're like, come on. How many of us have struggled opening the top to a bottle or a can? You know what I mean? And it's like, you're squeezing and squeezing and grinding and grinding. And you're like trying with your whole might to open this can of jelly or this jar of jelly. You know, you're like, oh, I can't do it. I've tried everything. I've tried everything. I've run it under hot water. I've gotten a tissue, whatever. Like I've gotten a rubber thing. I can't open this jar. And I think for you, Karmic, you're exhausted. You're like, I have tried everything to be this man or this woman's love of their life, to be this person that they want, to be real, authentic, and happy. And I can't open it. I can't open them up. And the universe is saying, because you were never meant to open them up. You're not the one that's going to open them up. That job is for somebody else. That lesson, that karma, that energy is for someone else. It's not for you. And you can wear a mask and you can pretend and you can masquerade. You can dress up like a divine feminine or a divine masculine. You can pretend, you can make believe, you can play house, you can fake. But at the end of the day, you're not the real one. And it's not that you're not a real one. It's that you're not the one for this person that is going to get that version of them. How many of us, raise your hand if this is true, have ever seen a relationship leave us and then they're better in the next relationship? It's like all you wanted them to do was get married and they would never get married. And then they leave and they're married or they're engaged. Or all you wanted was a child in this relationship and you worked and worked at having a child and it didn't happen and it wouldn't happen. And they, and then you break up and you find out 6 months into a new relationship, they're expecting a baby. And you're like, why couldn't you give that to me? That's what I wanted, but you're not opening up. You're not giving that to me. How many of you guys have ever seen with Jennifer Lopez, Wedding Planner? And yeah, well, she falls in love with a crazy situation, right? We're not going to go there, but there's an ex of hers that she was engaged to or married to. I don't remember quite, but she wanted a family, this person, and she wanted him to be this great husband. And she was a wedding planner. Of course, she had a picture perfect life laid out for her in her mind with this person, right? But he didn't give it to her. He didn't open up. He was a bad guy. He was a cheater, or he was just not real. He just wasn't for her. And then she's walking down the street one day, just looking at flowers, and here he shows up with his new bride, a girl that was in her wedding with him. And to make matters worse, that she runs into her ex and his new bride, is that she's 9 months pregnant. And they're holding hands and they're in love. And she's like, oh my God, this man broke my heart. He ruined me. He destroyed my dreams. And there he is with another woman, having everything, giving her everything I wanted. He's just giving to her. I tried so hard, and he didn't give it to me. Why? Why did he give it to her? And then it goes back to this karmic energy, right? What's wrong with me? What did I do? Where was I not enough? And the truth is, honey, you are more than enough. You're just not the right one for this one. There's someone else. And true, you're both headed in the same direction. Prosperity, success, family, love. But both of you have different desires. Both of you have different loves, different joys, different energies. And the only thing that's been keeping this chariot together is commitment, is dedication, not your hearts. Your hearts haven't been keeping this together. And so what's crossing you, karmic, is you've tried like hell to open them up, to do everything that you've envisioned with them, but they're not going to do that with you. Okay? And that's take the mask off, because you can pretend, masquerade, play house. You can get a tattoo on your ring finger. You can get married. You can walk down the aisle. You can move in and have a house. You can make babies. You could open a business together. You could stick it out for years. That house, you could pretend and wear that mask. Like, look at us. But the truth inside is the evidence that this is not happiness. This is not joy. This is not divine. This is not real love. The truth is, underneath the exterior, there's a storm brewing in the inside of your karmic relationship. And there's a storm that's been brewing for a long time, and there's no way you can open this jar. You were never meant to open this jar. It's kind of the sword and the stone. The true king can pull the sword from the stone. Okay? But no one that's not the true king cannot pull the sword from the stone, whatever. Okay, let's look at the past. In the past, we have, frankly, my dear, I don't give a damn, 8 of Cups. So you've had separations, divorces, you've been hurt, you've had ended relationships, you've put yourself into things, and let's just say you've put yourself into love, and it never worked out. And you know that you and this person have had multiple breakups. Yet, here you are. Here you are. In the current situation, we have the Star, which is hope, healing, and it's also about being guided, following the North Star. It can even be seen as wish fulfillment. You might be getting what you want right now, as far as the exterior goes. What about the interior? What does Spirit see? Spirit sees you're dealing with an air sign, perhaps, maybe an Aquarius, could be a Libra, okay? But Spirit says, listen, King of Swords is get real. Get real. That's what I'm hearing. Get real. Get real. Own it. Own it for what this is. It's not what you want it to be. You can put a spell on this and make it look like something to other people, but the reality is you know the truth. I just watched The Last Unicorn with my son the other night. And Madame Fortuna in the movie was a witch, and she captured like an old toothless lion, put a spell on him so people could see the manticore, which is like a human face, scorpion tail lion. And people believed it. It was a spell. And then she had, the unicorn. And no one could see the unicorn. It was a real unicorn, but they couldn't see it because it was, for whatever spiritual reason, protected. So she put a fake unicorn horn so they could see it. And the same with the snake. She turned it into a dragon. And, she basically put a spell on all her creatures so that when people would come to her little circus, they would see what she wanted them to see. And Spirit is telling you, get real. You can put spells, you can make believe, you can play dress up, you can pretend day in and day out, this is what it is, but I know the truth. You know, Spirit is like the King of Swords. It's like, you can't lie to me. You may be able to lie to the world, but you can't lie to yourself. You can't lie to your partner, and you can't lie to me. In the near future, over the next couple coming weeks, we have a King of Pentacles, which is focus on commitment, marriage, career, pentacles, like realistic things. The King of Pentacles is the caretaker, and he's the provider. So I think what I'm seeing is you're going to have to step up in a role of being a provider again. I think you have the role as a karmic of being a provider. And you may be an earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn. But it's like, here we go again. I have to provide. I have to provide security. I have to provide commitment. I have to provide. The bills are paid. Food is in the fridge. And I think everybody has enough. And I think that's what's coming up. It's just like we're taking care of the mundane, daily things that need to be done. Is the laundry done? Are the pets cared for? Are the kids cared for? Over the next week, it's just taking care of priorities. How do you feel about the situation? King of Cups. Wow, 3 kings. This is insane. King, king, king. When you get 3 kings in a reading, there's a sense that you, because this is all about you so far, you have control. You are very controlling. You like to control the situations. You also wear the pants in this karmic relationship. You wear the pants providing. You wear the pants emotionally, romantically. But there's one thing you don't have control of. And Spirit says, King of Swords, there's a lot of drama in the home. And I'm hearing both people can't wear the pants. Your partner wants to wear the pants in this relationship. But you've had to step into your masculine energy. So you guys are kind of fighting for who wears pants in the relationship, who's in control. Your person is coming across 7 of Swords, which is an escape artist, a liar, a deceiver, a cheater, and someone that tries to get away with things. Your partner lies all the time. In fact, your partner lies so much you don't know when they're telling the truth or when they're lying. You have no trust in this person. You would like to trust them, but you can't. And I feel like you're always spying. You have sleepless nights. You're always looking behind your back. You're always wondering, what are they doing? Where are they at? Are they really doing what they said they're doing? Your person absolutely sneaks around. Your person is not who they say they are. Your person is unfaithful. The only time your person is sorry is when they're sorry that they got caught. And now you're like, see, Steph, you wonder why I'm wearing the pants in the relationship. What I'm seeing is you keep trying to move forward a relationship that's clearly not meant for you. You keep trying to push it forward. And you already know. You already know. I love this person. I love them a lot. This is you, King of Cups. I love them a lot, but they don't love me like I love them. That's just the truth. And it's sad. And this is what happens a lot in Karmicville. The love is not equal. Someone usually loves the other person more. And sad to say, they just don't love you like that. And in the near future, the only thing that gets taken care of is responsibilities. You're interested in working on romance, on love, on emotional connection. They're interested in paying the bills, cleaning the house, cooking, taking care of the responsibilities, and going to bed early so they can get up early, or being on a good schedule, or working on a business plan. They're not interested in love. The challenge but also the desire. And what you really want to happen is for you guys to overcome this, for you guys to be stronger together. And what you really want is power, control. You kind of want to be behind your man or behind your woman and say, you're mine. I rule you. I'm over you. You love me. It's almost like manipulation, hypnosis. Again, it's a power struggle. And it's like, I want to rule you. And it's like when you're watching the movie The Labyrinth and the Goblin King is telling Sarah, love me. No, he's saying, just, I'll give you anything you want. Just love me. Let me rule you. Bow down to me. And I'll give you the answers to your dreams, the wish fulfillment. I just need you to bow down to me. I just need you to respect me. I just need you to say that I'm your king. I just need you to say, I wear the pants, and I'll give you whatever you want. So the challenge is for you to overcome that pride and that ego, that you need to be in control, that you need to know what your man is doing 24/7, that you need to say where this relationship is headed, that you need to decide where you're going to live and what's going to happen with the kids, that you need to have control over every household decision, and what they're doing, who they're talking to, where they can go, etc., etc. You are more the type that makes them change their phone number so their exes can't reach them. You are more the type to put a tracking device on their vehicle, or like you track their phone for their whereabouts. Where are they? Are they telling the truth? And you feel like you're validated to do it because they've lied before, and they've been dishonest and disloyal, and they've cheated and they've snuck around. So you're like, I have every right to be this controlling. But that's not love. And that's what you're needing to learn as a karmic. That's not love. You cannot force someone to be loyal and force someone to be true to you and love you. Yeah, you may be able to force their bank account. You may be able to literally track their directions. You may be literally able to have the power to change their phone number, or block someone so they can't text. But you know what you don't have power over? Sneakiness. Because every time you have them change their phone number, they just download the app where they can chat back and forth. They don't need the phone number. Every time you track them through a phone or something, they'll just leave it in the car. They'll leave their phone. Or they'll leave their car, and they're going to go meet up with somebody and get in their car and drive off and go do what they were going to do anyways. It doesn't matter if you're forcing them to be at home on a Friday night or that night, because they're going to be in another room texting somebody else or watching PRN or whatever. But you know what I mean? They're going to be doing something else. It's like you only have control to an extent. There's no way you can force someone to love you. And this is like that genie in Aladdin. It's like two things I can't do. I can't bring anybody back from the dead. And I also can't make anyone fall in love. If someone is in love with you, you don't have to control any of that. And that's the karmic lesson. The outcome? Wow. The Wheel of Fortune. Both of these are movement. The wheel is movement, and so is the Chariot. And those are both major arcanas. So is Strength and the Star. So I'm seeing that it's going to be hard to move on. But ultimately, you're going to need to move on. Clarifying, the Wheel of Fortune, which is good news. And it's things completely turning around, going in a good, healthy direction. I feel like your person may move or you may move, but there's going to be a physical move of a house. But to clarify this, we have show me the Wheel of Fortune with another card. Okay, we got two cards. We have Getting Clarity, the Owl, and we have Leaves, which is autumn, which is right now. The leaves are turning colors here in Colorado, and it's gradual shift. So this has been a long time coming. We have here the Canoe, upcoming adventure. If you guys have a canoe or a kayak or boat, and you guys go on it often around fall, like you guys are going to be out on a lake, that might be a sign that that's one of the last outings you're going to have as a karmic relationship. So whenever you guys go on this little outing this fall, whether it's October or November, it's going to be one of the last. And maybe it's just metaphorical. Maybe the boat represents your emotions and your feelings moving on, going forward, following the current. Even the leaves are in water here. Okay, so I'm telling you, like, you're going to get clarity that it's time to move on, and that the ending of this connection has been a gradual shift. And ultimately, the past will repeat itself. History always does. Karma, what goes around comes around, and it's this big circle. It's infinity. What's been happening in the past, which is breakups, is going to happen again, because you cannot control this person and make them love you and make them be faithful to you. And Spirit says, Owl, King of Swords, get clear. See clearly for maybe the first time in a long time. Underneath the Chariot is the Eight of Wands, which is taking action. This is over the next 8 weeks we're going to be moving. And Queen of Pentacles in the reverse with the King of Pentacles, to me, signifies a divorce and a separation of relationship. And Judgment is here, which is the past will get brought back up again. So the past constantly keeps getting brought back up in this karmic relationship. They're always bringing up the past, or you're always bringing up the past, but the past haunts you. And again, you can't force this. What does your person want to say? I want to tear off your clothes and have my way with you, leaving my scent and prints all over what belongs to me. Overall, under all, this is a possessiveness. This karmic relationship is possessive, but it's not love. I'm really missing you a lot lately. I think your person is going to miss you once you're gone, because everyone misses each other, even if it is karmic. There's going to be, I miss you. But I lied to you and I'm sorry. All right, so this person admits they've lied. And all they're here for is to be possessive. They don't want you with somebody else. You don't want them with somebody else. You guys are being possessive. There is an attachment here. There is love here, but there is no loyalty and no love. Like romantic, affectionate, my heart is yours. It's more a love of, I love being in control of you. I love knowing what's going on in your life. I love having this power. I love what people think I am with you. 33:33 on the clock, which hits the nail on the head. What has your person been doing behind your back? We have here dependent. Your person has admitted to other people on the phone that they need you, that you present some kind of financial stability in their life. They can't make it without you. In fact, every time you guys break up or try to break up, it's over money, but it's also, they stay not because they're so in love with you and they can't bear the thought of being apart from you. They stay because they're literally dependent on you for half of their bills, period, or some part of their security. Behind your back, they're cold. They act like they don't even know you. They turn their back on you. They put a cold cloak on. They go out and they're like, they're not even thinking about you. They have no guilt, no remorse. Again, they're only sorry when they get caught. They're not sorry about what they're doing to you. And there's power. This is all about power and control. Again, they don't want anybody to be with you. They want to control that. They want to control who's with you, who's around you. They like that. This is a power struggle. Who's in control of who? And amongst all of that, we have codependency. Okay. Let's get some more confessions. All a struggle over who's got control. They're only sorry when they get caught. Your person's under pressure, sinking into the depths of sadness. Temptress, you are so tempting. They're always tempted to go outside of this relationship. Tempted to get pleasure elsewhere.
So, after your work, we all go to hot water, right?
Mm-hmm. Let me kiss.
Right after?
Okay, fine. Yes, go. So I can finish. Yeah, so behind your back, more confessions. They're always tempted to get pleasure somewhere else, like away from you. They're not happy with themselves, and they feel bad about what they're doing, but not for you. It's they feel bad about themselves. I have so much going on inside, I don't know what to do. So they're heavily contemplating. What should I do? Down here at the bottom, we have I'm no good, toxic. All right. So look at these confessions. I mean, yeah, they're gonna miss you to some extent. They're gonna miss your money. They're gonna miss your comfort. They're gonna miss parts of you, but they're not gonna miss all of you. You guys can't both be masculines in this relationship. You can't both be controlling in this relationship. And you're like, quite frankly, I wouldn't be wearing the pants if you paid for everything. But you're not, you're dependent. It's hard for you to submit under the power of this person when they're not pulling their weight, when they're not even pulling their weight, let alone pulling all the weight. And you're like, you want me to submit? It's never going to happen. It can't work because you are not aligned, and this is part of your karma. Okay? It's gradually been shifting. It's gradually been on its way out the door. Your person's not right for you. It's no good. Your person is sorry. Okay? There is an apology. I'm sorry for everything is really what the apology is. I'm sorry I lied. Well, we do have two cards that say that. Look, I lied to you and I'm sorry, and then I'm sorry and web of lies. So your person is absolutely sorry they lied. They're sorry they got caught. But they do have a human side, okay? They do feel bad that they've betrayed you. Because they've done it. They've done a lot of betrayal. They have a lot of secrets you don't even know about that you have yet to discover. And a lot of their secrets are on the phone. And if they have a phone watch, ooh, there's some secrets in there. They be talking to people on that phone, guys, especially on an Apple Watch. They're talking to people. Someone they consider their best friend. Someone they've never let go of, loyalty. Someone that's single. They're talking to an ex-best friend, an ex-lover that's still single. And wow, look what's popping out. The flamingos, soul ties, and true love. Wow. Soul ties, true love, and twin flames. Twins. And this is their path to destiny. And they may have a child with that person. A little boy, perhaps, maybe a little girl, but they have a child, or they have childhood bonds with this person, and they talk to them all the time. They talk. All right? You probably didn't know this, but they're talking to someone they've known for many, many, many years. And they've never stopped talking to them. They communicate with them almost every day. And you don't know about it. Okay? You don't know about it. But that's the fact. And wow, the fact is they've been talking to them all along. The fact is they've been using you. The fact is they like control. They don't want you to be with someone else, but they don't want to be real with you. The fact is you're trying to open up their emotions, open up their romance, open up their heart, and you're just twisting that jar. And there's no way that you're going to be able to open it. It's not for you because you're karmic. It's not a bad thing that you're a karmic. Don't misunderstand me that you're evil and dark because you're a karmic. It's that your lot in this relationship is that you're here to teach lessons. You're here to grow. You're here to move on, Chariot card. And you're here to leave, gradual shift, and the Wheel of Fortune. That is your purpose. To come through this relationship, teach responsibility, teach commitment, and teach them pulling their own weight and being independent. It feels like you're being used because you kind of are. You're being used to teach a lesson. You're being used to help this person grow. And they've hurt you in the process. But this has all been a lesson. Sometimes we are each other's teachers. This person was never in power and control before. They were always stepped on. But you have brought something to the table for them to make them want to step up and wear the pants. They never used to be like that. They were always under someone. But you've inspired them to build a business, to step up in their own power, to step up and be more responsible, to go to the next level. And even if you haven't inspired them, your presence has created a bigger level of responsibility in their life that they never had. To whereas because of you, they've had to pay out more financially. Maybe because of you, they're paying child support. Maybe because of you, they had to get 2 jobs. Maybe because of you, they started that business. You know, maybe it's not because you did everything for them. It's just your presence as a karmic. You stepped into their life at a time when they had to grow. And you were the lesson giver. And that's a beautiful blessing. It feels very unappreciated because here they are cheating, lying, being toxic to you. And you feel like, wow, that's the things I get. But you also have to look at yourself and say, reflection time, I am controlling. I am bossy. I am a go-getter. I am hard. I am difficult. I do like to force things. Yes, the universe used that skill to change this person, and that's been used for good. But at the same time, what did I learn from this? That by doing all of that, it gets me nowhere. So you know what? You are both going to leave this relationship being better people. You're going to leave this relationship by not being so controlling and not trying to control the dynamics of their love. Thinking that you had power to make them faithful. You're going to leave not doing that again. They're going to leave this relationship being more of a masculine energy, stepping up into power and control and security and prosperity and abundance. They're going to leave this by filling that masculine role, wearing the pants, and stepping into real love, same as you. But they're going to step into real love and be who they need to be. You both needed each other at a time when you had to grow. And that's okay. We're going to let that be. We're going to let that be the blessing. There's a blessing in disguise with all of this. Deep down, they have a heart. They're not a total heartless SOB, okay? They are sorry that they've lied to you so much, because most of your relationship has been lies. And they don't want to be a liar. So they're owning up to this part of themselves where they're a big liar, and they don't like that about themselves. And they're sorry for being fake. They're sorry for being closed off. And they're sorry for lying to you so much. Because in a nutshell, you are a blessing. But they just lied to you all the time. And you did what you had to do. You stepped up and you got into control, which forced them to step up and get into control. But now you guys are butting heads. And the truth is, there's just no trust here. And this isn't real love. This isn't real soul love. It's just a power struggle. Okay? So karmics, that's what I see for you. That's what's going on. We're going to get a love oracle for the future, because this is not always meant to be. All right? This is the end. But there's something better. You know there is. You guys are going to get out of this and be better people. Okay? And yeah, they're going to go give the best to someone else thanks to you. And you're going to go give your best to someone else thanks to them. So it's okay. All right, so there's a lot of ideas going through your mind right now. Get creative, okay? You have a lot of creative streak. We also have setting up the stage, building up to the perfect moment. I like that. All of this was setting you up for the perfect person to be in your life. This hasn't been the perfect person for you, and you haven't been the perfect person for them. You guys have just been setting up the stage for somebody else. They have a play. They have a role. So you're setting up the stage for them to be in a role with somebody else. And that's okay. Take it with a grain of salt, okay? Have faith. Let faith be stronger than your fear. Okay? So get back into Jesus, get back into spirit, get back into Buddha, get back into whatever you feel is your faith. But get back into that and believe that something else is better for you. And it is on the horizon. Put all your strength into your family. Okay? Family is stronger together. You may want to return to be with your family, get closer to your family, re-engage with your family. Your family's going to be there to support you during this difficult time. Okay? They're going to be there for you. Your kids, your mom, your dad, your sisters, your brothers, they're going to be there for you. And you're going to get through this, and life's going to go on. Let's get a big clarity moment from the King of Swords. From Spirit. What do you guys want to know from Spirit? What does Spirit see inside of you that needs to be addressed? Spirit, what needs to be addressed for the karmic? We have bottom of the deck, to thine own ASS be true. Okay? Be good to you. And stop looking for happiness in the same place you lost it. Wow. That's like the ultimate message today for you guys. Stop trying to force this karmic relationship into submission. Stop looking for this perfect husband or wife in your karmic partner when all they've done is lie and deceive and cheat. Stop trying to build a happy family on a broken one. Stop trying to build a happy marriage in a broken one. And stop trying to create a family in a broken one. Really, stop looking for happiness in the same place you lost it. To thine own self be true. The most common thing that holds people back from health and happiness is an unwillingness to be honest with themselves. True story. It's been unscientifically proven though. But karmic, owning who you are, owning what you are as a karmic, owning what you struggle with in this relationship, and where you want to be in the future, Wheel of Fortune moved on from this, is the beginning of your self-love and your freedom. Okay? Quit going back to people. Quit going back to this man or this woman. Quit coming home to this life that makes you unhappy. Were you sad when you were getting drunk all the time? Quit that. Were you sad every time you go to bed with this person and you wake up and you know it's another day of the same BS? Quit that. Do you think every time it's going to get better and then it doesn't, but you keep doing it anyways? Quit that. Do you lie all the time to people to make them think your relationship and your family is good? Quit that. Because they're not going to give you the advice you really need. Until you tell them, mom, dad, brother, sister, best friend, I'm really unhappy in this relationship. He has cheated on me with his ex since we just started being together. And I thought it would quit. I thought it would go away, but it never did. This person has shown me they love me by choosing me, living with me, committing to me, getting tattoos for me, or going to the altar for me, or having a baby with me to prove to me that they want me. But I think they're lying. I think they're only here for some kind of security. I think they're only here for some cop-out reason. I don't think that they're really here for me. And I've been living a lie. And we fight all the time. And I can't trust this person on a daily basis. I have to track him or her. I have to check their car. I'm not happy. I can't live like this. You know, get honest with your friends and family. So you need to quit that. Because this relationship leaves you feeling unlovable, difficult, and controlling. Don't go looking for love from the same person that has broken your heart. It may not be easy, but it's simple AF. Okay? And there's your message, Karmic. It's gonna be all right. I know some of the hardest things is to break up with someone that you've been with for a long time and you're comfortable with, or someone that you're attracted to and you're controlling and you don't want anyone else to have them because they're handsome or they're beautiful or they have this and that. And you're like, I don't want them to give that to anybody else. I get that. But you're also keeping all the drama. There's a lot of emotions going on inside of you and inside of him or her that need to come out, and you're not the one to do it. There's somebody else out there for you, and there's somebody else out there for them. You guys need to quit blocking the door for each other. I think both of you have been so dedicated and stubborn in this connection to make it work, even though it's not working, that you've prevented both of you, like each other, from leaving. Because both of you want to go in the different direction, but someone is running that chariot. And it's the stubbornness, pride, and ego. And once that chariot's gone, you dolphins, you horses, you're out of there. You're off in different directions. You're not going to be going towards the same place. So the only thing that's holding it together could be the kids, could be money, could be career, could be plain old ego. I'm controlling and I don't want you with somebody else. Whatever it is, this message to you is to thine own self be true and quit looking for love in the same place you lost it. All right? You can't turn this into something it's not. Okay? I love you guys. I hope you've enjoyed the message. Remember, they're only sorry they got caught. And, you know, I don't want to leave you feeling like you're a completely unloved person. They love you enough that they don't want you to be with somebody else. They love you enough that they're comfortable with you. So you mean something to them. You just don't mean the world to them. You're not everything to them, or they wouldn't do this to you. So I don't want you to walk away feeling like, God, I'm completely nothing to someone. No, you mean a lot to this person. You play a role in security, comfort, and you're their teacher, karmically. You are significant to this person. You're important to this person. They don't want you to get hurt. They don't want you to die. They don't want you to get sick. They don't want you to go down Shiznit Creek. That's why they're being controlling. They care enough about you that they want to make sure you're okay. They're just not providing you the life you deserve. You can have better. They just need to step out of the way and let you have it. And I know you feel the same way about them. You don't want them to hurt, suffer, get sick, or die, or, you know, have a terrible life. You don't want that kind of vengeance on them. You do love them to the extent that you care about their well-being, or you wouldn't be providing the security and comfort that you give. But you, let's be honest here, you don't love them enough to release them, to go off and find someone that is completely attracted and in love with their body, mind, and soul. Right now, you just want to control their well-being. They're like a big child to you. And you don't want to let them go and let somebody else love them. It's like you've seen their bad side. You see what's needed fixing. Very Virgo, right? You've done the editing and the correcting. You've done all the work perfecting this diamond. You'll be darned to let them go off and shine for somebody else. Because you've done all the work. You're like, I fixed this guy. I fixed this girl. I'll be damned to let them go off and be giving the goods to somebody else. But the truth is, that was your job, to fix them, to help them better themselves. And they are meant to go shine for somebody else. That is the lot and the cards dealt for a karmic. It's a hard pill to swallow. It's hard to see it for what it is. But that, in lieu, kind of lies the truth. So, be done with this. Don't drag this out anymore, okay? Get out there and find your divine partner, because it's not them, okay? And as much as you want to control them, it's not going to work. Thank you for watching my channel. Please like and subscribe for more. If you're looking for a private or personal reading or an astrological chart, I can't think of the word. I'm just going to say reading. I can't think of the word. If you're looking to have your astrological chart reviewed and explained to you, I also have that available. So I hope I get to see more of you. So please hit the bell for all so you're notified of me so I can see you again. And thank you so much. If you're looking to purchase my oracle cards or my tarot cards, they're available on my website. And Until next time, my friends. If you want to see more videos, please go to my YouTube channel, click live, and you're going to see all my recent uploads because 90% of what I do on YouTube is live, not uploads. So please go check that out. I love you guys. Be blessed. And remember, like I always say around here, this is a journey, not a destination. So you just keep swimming. Thank you for tuning in, and I'll see you again.